Check one, check one. Third and 10. Pop fly near side. Pass incomplete. Jerice Thomas, the intended target. We apologize. We're having some technical difficulties. 5-yard penalty offsides. So a free play there for the Roadrunners, unable to capitalize, but third and very manageable coming up here. In Marauder territory at the 44-yard line. Opening drive, Week 8 SCFA football, the American Mountain Division. Schumann back to pass, looking for his intended target over the middle. That one broken up nicely by Enzo Fantao Barker. Pass intended for carry on Ringo. And it's going to bring up fourth down. And you'll maybe wonder, with the ineffectiveness of the offense, working with your second string QB on the season, Roadrunners are going to go for it. A little bit of no man's land at the 44-yard line. Could also see a pooch punt here. 3 to the right, wide receivers. Schumann in the short shotgun, hard count, utilized, trying to get a read on the defense. He's going to change the play at the line of scrimmage here. Will Schumann. Schumann again utilizing the hard count, trying to get a read. Schumann back to pass, looking over the middle. That pass is completed. Ringo over the middle, right at the sticks, and he will have a first down. So 1 for 1 on fourth down for the evening for College of the Desert. Happy you've joined us, everyone. Spread the word, www.socalcollegesports.com. Also on YouTube, SoCal College Sports 1. That is our channel. Man in motion. Handoff will go inside. On a counter, Dreeling Renteria. Andre will pick up 4 on the play. Beautiful evening for football, any sport, if you will, here in Lancaster on this Saturday night, October 20th. Second and a short 7 here. Pitch out and far side. This one going nowhere. Not much doing there. That was Levi Holden on the carry. Loss of a couple. In fact, that's going to get them to the original line of scrimmage. So it'll be 3rd and 10 for the Roadrunners. And let's see if the defense for Antelope Valley can get off of the field. Schumann in the shotgun. This is going to be early movement. Back it up 5. And if you're the Marauders, you'll take it every day of the week. So that'll back it up to the 44-yard line. 3rd and 15 now for the Roadrunners. Schumann back to pass. Plenty of time. Throws it over the middle. A lot of green in front of Tyler Burton, but Burton's going to be just short, about 3 yards short of the first down marker. Do they maybe go for it again on 4th down? Nice chunk play on 3rd and 15. It's going to net them 12 yards. And indeed, the offense is going to stay on the field, and I think the numbers would dictate that they should do exactly that. College of the Desert averaging 36 points a game on the season. We're going to have a timeout called on the field. This is going to be called by Antelope Valley. They're going to talk it over, see if they can get off the field. 4th and 3 coming up for the Roadrunners when we come back. Fourth and 3 for the Roadrunners. Opening drive here. Week 8 SCFA football. This drive going on about 4 minutes. Here, and we're going to have early movement. And this is going to maybe force a punting situation because this is going in the wrong direction if you're a fan of the Roadrunners. Back it up all the way to the 37. And they need the 29 for first. Offense indeed staying on the field. So Schumann's going to go to work, and do we maybe see a pooch punt here? Schumann sends a man in motion. Schumann back to pass. Jailbreak blitz. This one nearly intercepted, and it is. Daryl Doris on the INT. Great job by Doris. Tip. Finally gets it. See it one more time here on the end zone cam. Doris comes away with it. Tony Bell, quick pitch, will gain a yard on 1st and 10. And again, if you're just joining us, Nathaniel Miles starting at quarterback here this evening. We're going to see a lot of the run game, a lot of the option in play. Paris Jones in the slot right now. Tony Bell, leading rusher on the season. He goes to Bell again. Bell able to get up after first contact, picks up a block, and a very nice run from Tony Bell. Does he maybe have a first down? What a great effort by Bell. Initially gets hit behind the line of scrimmage, but College of the Desert unable to wrap up. And Bell just 1 yard shy of the 48-yard line. It'll be at the 47, 3rd and 1 for the Marauders. Pistol formation for AVC. Nathaniel Miles hands off. I don't know if this is going to get there. In fact, I think this might have just gotten back to the line of scrimmage. So that was Jerron Russell on the carry. And they are going to bring out Luke Kaufman and the punting unit. So a quick 3 and out for the Marauders. After the Daryl Doris interception. This team in Antelope Valley, pretty good secondary. D'Lo Smith, the headliner in that secondary for these Marauders. SCFA Player of the Week defensively in Week 1 in a win over Glendale. 5 INTs in that ball game. Kaufman, a terrific punter. He's going to back this one all the way up, maybe near the goal line. This is going to get down to the 5, maybe inside the 5, and indeed they will mark it out at the 4-yard line. No, give it to the 5. Great job by Kaufman. Let's see that on the replay here. That's just a terrific job of spotting that ball with pinpoint accuracy off of the foot of Luke Kaufman. Look at this bounce. Really just look at that Kaufman corner. Nothing Roger Duget can do. So College of the Desert in Antelope Valley. No score, 9:24 to go in the first quarter. Mike Cepeda with you on SoCalCollegeSports.com's triple header coverage, Week 8 SCFA football. Schumann going to go to work from his own end zone. Schumann over the middle. Pass is complete. It'll be a 5, maybe a 6-yard gain. Burton on the reception. Burton, the 4th leading receiver on the ball club for the Roadrunners. Came in with 8 receptions for 64 yards. It's Jerice Thomas leading the Roadrunners in that category. 34 receptions, 77 yards, 5 touchdowns, 6 touchdowns on the season for Carry-On Ringo. Handoff inside. This is going to go to Andre Dreiling-Renteria. Dreiling will be stopped after a very modest gain. This is going to be 3rd and manageable. Okay, so he will fall forward for a couple, but he is going to be short of the sticks. 3rd and 1. And a huge opportunity for the defense to get off of the field here. For Antelope Valley. Schumann in the shotgun. Holden to his right. Send a man in motion. They're setting up the screen. This is not going to be complete. Pass intended for Thomas. Not going anywhere. They were looking for the bubble. D'Lo Smith all over it, along with Jalen Purdue. And it's a quick 3 and out. The Marauders going to get off of the field, and a terrific opportunity here for Paris Jones on the return. As the Roadrunners will be forced to punt it away. Lionel Munguia. Oh, we have a whistle and a flag on the field, and you just can't have it. You have it 4th and 1 and an automatic first down after a 5-yard penalty against the defense. Gives new life to this drive for the Roadrunners. Well, penalties have been an issue dating back to last season, really costing the Marauders a couple wins. 2017. It's been tough sledding here in 2018. Loss versus Santa Ana. 2 home wins, though. Been pretty good for the Marauders versus Glendale and Santa Barbara. Schumann over the middle. That pass is broken up nicely. Tended again for Burton. Like John Robinson on the pass breakup. And there along with Darrell Doris. Doris with the interception early on the opening drive for the Roadrunners. 7:53 to go. We're in the first quarter. SoCalCollegeSports.com's coverage of SCFA football. It's week 8. Week 8 of 11. Of course, we have to include the bye week. The Marauders got their bye early. I believe they have their bye week in week 3. Week 6 was the standard bye week for most teams. We are in week 8. Both teams coming in with a record of 2 and 4. Schumann in the shotgun, 2nd and 10 after the incompletion. That pass is complete, and with a bit of a lane in first down yardage, this is going to be Jerice Thomas. Thomas picks up 13 on the play and moved the chains. We talked about his gaudy numbers coming in, averaging about 23 yards per reception. 22.9 if you want to be specific, 130 yards a game if you round up. 34 catches, 770 yards. And you expect the numbers to be big. This is Burton. Burton going to pick up 6. Well, this is not an offense that is shy putting points on the board. Talked about it. Averaging 36 on the season. Put up 69 in a win over Santa Monica. They were able to put up 35 versus Cerritos in the crossover game. 43 versus L.A. Pierce. They put up 25 in a win over L.A. Harbor. Harbor, a tough team. In fact, the Marauders losing to L.A. Harbor earlier in the year. Flag on the field. This is likely coming back in the area of a hole. In a loss last week, only 6 points, 43-6. Citrus, one of the top teams in the American Conference. American Division, rather. But to open the year, they were at Pasadena City. Were the Roadrunners in a 42-38 loss. Offensively, been a very tough year for Antelope Valley. And you look at the numbers, they've only posted 60 points total on the year. Put that into perspective, 2 times, or 1 time rather. College of the Desert put up 69 in a game. Pass is complete near side. This is Thomas again. Thomas will get to the 35-yard line, pick up 7. Was 2nd and 14. We'll make it 3rd and 7 now here for the Roadrunners. Schumann in the shotgun. Pump fake, looking deep on a double move. This pass is going to go out of bounds. That's a great job by the secondary being ready for it. Player coming out of bounds, Raymond Womack. Womack up on his feet. He's okay. Good to see that. So defense laying out for that ball. Punting unit comes on. Roadrunners going to punt it away. Don't want to see any penalties here from the Marauders. Remember earlier in this drive, backed up way in their own territory. College of the Desert facing a 4th down with the punting unit on, and then an illegal shift defensively, or something to that effect, resulted in an automatic 1st down after a 5-yard penalty. That punt is partially blocked. Bounces inside of the 50. Going to take a friendly Roadrunner bounce inside the 35-yard line. They will down it at the 34. And fittingly, number 34, Orion Rover, will touch the ball down. And the Marauders will take over with pretty good field position, start their 2nd offensive drive. We saw Nathaniel Miles in warm-ups earlier today. Looked pretty good. Seemed to have a pretty good connection with Derek McDonald. Now, McDonald on the season was very good with starting quarterback Brian Adams. One-on-one is McDonald lined up at the top of your screen. Miles is going to keep it himself. He's going to pass and complete to Paris Jones. And Jones, flag on the field. Wonder if this is maybe unsportsmanlike or a hold. Okay, so the call is an eligible man downfield. In fact, they got 2 players for Antelope Valley, Spence Pierce and Jacob Lesky. The big men started blocking upfield before the pass was complete. Miles going to keep it himself, and he's going to have a lot of running room. Shifty athlete is Nathaniel Miles, and he's going to have a massive run here. Nice chunk play, almost 20 yards. He's going to move the sticks. 5:09 remaining here in the 1st quarter. And perhaps the Marauder offense coming to life. Having some issues on the field with the Whitehaps mic. shotgun formation. Nathaniel Miles will keep it himself, and he's going to have another nice gain here. Take it up to the 45-yard line. He was at his own 47, so an 8-yard gain. 2nd and 2 coming up here for AVC. And do you maybe think about taking a shot right here? Possible 4-down territory. You're going to need some points on the board. This is an offense that's not going to go away if you're College of the Desert. 36 points a ball game. They know how to score in bunches, and you're going to have to get something into the end zone at some point here tonight. Bell will keep it, and Bell's not going anywhere. A nice gang tackle. Loss of 3 on the play, back to the 48 from the 45. So 3rd and 5 coming up. Morris on the tackle. Miles is going to come out. He's going to be replaced by Deshaun Boswell. Saw Boswell earlier in the year in the game versus Santa Ana. Boswell in the short shotgun. Bell to the back. 3 to the right. Boswell looking to possibly get a read here. 7 on the play clock. Boswell takes it. Will keep it himself. Pass is complete far side. Paris Jones. Paris Jones pass the first down marker. Flag on the play. And is this another scenario of the linemen being up the field on the play? Looked like a read option there from Boswell. And again, indeed, this will be an eligible man downfield. Back it up 5. That will negate the first down for Paris Jones. Well, you can't start up the field. You can't get past the line of scrimmage if you're the lineman before the pass is complete. You have to hold your ground. Once the pass is complete, then you can block up field. They are whistled for that a second time. Jones. They have early movement. False start. Back-to-back 5-yard penalties. After a first down 8-yard carry, it was 2nd and 2. 3-yard loss, and then back-to-back 5-yard penalties, loss of 10. 3rd and 15 now for the Marauders. So once promising drive. Now might see a blitz right here. Boswell. Quick screen. McDonald far side. McDonald with some room to run. Hits a defender. We have a flag on the field, and this might be holding. I think they're going to get Jalen Miller here on the far side, blocking for McDonald, looking for a lane. Penalties again plaguing Antelope Valley. See what the call's going to be here. There was some back and forth, but they are looking to back it up. And indeed, the hold will have occurred at the 50, so this is going to back it up to the 40-yard line. So they mark it off from the spot of the foul. So 3rd and 17, we'll do that again. What point do you think about taking a shot down the field? Expect the defense to create some pressure here. Boswell looking, that looked like a late hit there. Boswell getting trucked. Don't have a name there on the number. But a good play made here by College of the Desert. Sometimes the programs aren't updated. Kaufman going to come on again. Been a busy night for special teams. Kaufman gets this one away. It's a short pen. This one's muffed on the deck. Who has it? Well, Roger Duget able to fall on top of it after he muffed it. Be down to the 29-yard line of College of the Desert. We remain scoreless here. 2:31 to go in the first quarter. The Roadrunners, College of the Desert, and Antelope Valley, the Marauders. Both teams identical records. Offensively, these two teams are anything but similar. One averages 10 points a game, the other 36 a game. But right now the Marauders holding serve here at home in a scoreless tie. Schumann back to pass. He's going to go deep. He has a man. This pass is complete. Jerice Thomas. Great execution. A beautiful pass from Schumann to the near side. And Thomas on the outside. He's working against Jalen Purdue. And Thomas wins that battle. Back to live action. There's a flag on the play. This is likely going to be a hold as Dryling Renteria moves it forward, but this one coming back. A hold indeed will go against the Roadrunners, and holding such a drive killer. See if we can see where the hold occurred. Indeed, I think it was Joseph Villegas for College of the Desert that they whistled. So the ball backed up to the 47-yard line of the Marauders. 1st and 20 for COD. Big collision, but not down is Burton. First man to him was John Robinson. Robinson unable to get his man down. But a nice effort made defensively. So we'll see the replay on the collision. Robinson lays the lumber, but Burton holding steady. And finally, getting him to the turf was Keyshawn Young. Schumann setting up the screen. Pass is complete. Not going to do much, though. Dryling Renteria may be getting back to the line of scrimmage on 2nd and 22. So 3rd and a mile coming up for COD. It's a team that's not been shy to go for it on 4th down. They've already converted on one of them. And in this area of the field, this is very likely 4-down territory. If you can pick up somewhat of a chunk play right here, maybe get it inside the 40-yard line of the Marauders. Schumann going to go to work out of the shotgun. Hard count. Flag is up. Free play. Schumann going deep near side. Thomas. Pass is complete. Thomas in for the touchdown. 51 yards. Schumann to Jerice Thomas. Well, we'll see the replay here as Schumann utilizing the hard count a la Aaron Rodgers gets a free play out of it, playing with house money. Thomas to the house for 6. We have a flag on the play. You have 2 flags on the play. Offensive pass interference, this one coming back. Wow. So that play all for naught, as that is going to negate the touchdown. Well, the reason why there was separation, Thomas pushing off there en route to 6. But hold that 6, and we're going to do 3rd and 22 with 21 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. COD missed opportunity there to get some points on the board. Purdue working near side. Play clock down to 0. And Schumann unable to call a timeout before the clock goes off. And this is going to back it up another 5. So 3rd and 27. Now for the Roadrunners. Well, a quarter of offensive futility for both teams. But one team working with a backup quarterback, so advantage Antelope Valley. And Coach Perry Jaleka and company for the Marauders coming in with a game plan and executing it well, especially against a team that is a very high-octane offense. having an issue with the score clock here, and the scoreboard rather. Not our scoreboard, but the one here at the stadium. Trying to get this figured out. Okay. So, like maybe there was a short circuit. Correct information on the board. We'll play it again. 20 seconds remaining in the opening quarter. Still scoreless from Lancaster. Antelope Valley hosts College of the Desert. American Mountain Division. This one going nowhere. Looking for the draw. Well diagnosed by the defense. And Levi Holden will be throttled at his own 40-yard line. Here comes a punting unit. It's a feisty bunch. Our conversations with Coach Jadeka this season. He knows this at times can be a special group. You know, and it's a group that does have a penchant of really shooting themselves in the foot. Very inopportune times. That's going to do it for the first quarter. No score from Lancaster, Antelope Valley, and COD. Thank you. Happy you've joined us, everyone. SoCalCollegeSports.com's live coverage, SCFA Football Week 8, here from Lancaster, Antelope Valley College of the Desert. It's no score. Kick is away. Jones will have to come up to try and field it. He'll be unable to get to the ball. It's going to take a friendly Marauder bounce up towards the 40-yard line. They're going to mark it down at the 38. Mike Zepeda with you, along with Jorge Zepeda, Steve Lynch on stats. Special thanks, of course, to Perry Jaleka, head coach for Antelope Valley. Tom Gain, athletic director here at AVC. Having some difficulties with the mic system on the field. Doesn't shock me. I know they are implementing a new huddle system that deals with a wireless bandwidth on the field. We have not had any difficulties with our setup, but I do know that it's been a little choppy here. So Boswell going to go back to work. Oh no, check that. That's okay. Nathaniel Miles back in at quarterback. McDonald one-on-one near side, working against Jerry Kinney. Kinney, a big boy, 6'4" freshman, defensive back. I mean, those are the type of measurables that college scouts really froth over. You can play that position at 6'4", and that is quite the asset. This play, meanwhile, going nowhere. A little miscommunication between Nathaniel Miles and Tony Bell. Miller will head to the slot, along with Paris Jones. Miles hands off. Nope, going to keep it himself. Looking down the field, that pass incomplete. Intended for Deshaun Boswell. Check that. Jordan Clifton, the intended target. Say Boswell probably not going to be out there, considering they're already down one QB. Not going to put him in formation. And indeed, it was Clifton Jordan, the intended receiver on that play. Quickly, third down, third and long. Miles going to heave it deep, looking for McDonald, and McDonald lays out but unable to catch up to it. And how about the on flash by Nathaniel Miles? Let's see this one on the replay here. Miles is going to get plenty of time. Pretty good job here by the offensive front to buy him some time. And this pass just out of the reach. See it one more time. McDonald. And that one nearly dropped into the breadbasket by Nathaniel Miles. Kaufman off the edge of his foot. This one a bit of a shank. Probably going to go out. Let's see if they mark it out at the 40-yard line. Back judge. Indeed, we'll mark it out at the 40-yard line. So not much doing there. Game 1 of 3 here tonight. Triple header SCFA coverage here on SoCal College Sports. Emory Johnson, Barry McKeever, Jesse Munoz, College of the Canyons hosting ELAC. East Los Angeles College. Ventura hosting Moore Park. Ryan Wilmore just joined off on the call there. Offset I formation. Schumann hands off. Holden. Solid carry on first down. He'll pick up 5. Up to the 45-yard line. Make it second and a short 5 for the Roadrunners. Still no score. Early second quarter, 13:43 to go. Clock running. Again, power formation here. And power has worked well against the Marauders. And on that tackle, Julian Cueto. Pickup of 2 on the play, so third very manageable, 3rd and 3 here. Still in Roadrunner territory at the 47-yard line. They need midfield for first. Talked about it. Already a couple 4th down attempts by College of the Desert. Third and 3. That pass to the back shoulder is complete. That's Jerice Thomas. Check that. Carrion Ringo on the reception. What a great pass. We'll back it up here a little bit on the replay. To the back shoulder. And that's no easy feat. D'Lo Smith in coverage on Ringo. New set of downs. Here's Holden. Holden is going to be throttled. There's a flag on the field. I wonder if this is going to be a hold. Violent collision between Keyshawn Young and Holden. And they are pointing in the direction of College of the Desert. This is going to back it up 10. Still going to be first down, but back it up just a bit from the spot of the foul. Say that the foul occurred at the 26-yard line, so back to the 36 this one goes. Initially at the 29-yard line after that first down, so 1st and 17 for the Roadrunners. I believe this is about the furthest that they have made it into Marauder territory, but still no points to show for it. Another power set, early movement, I believe, or timeout. So AVC will call the timeout here. Did not like the look. We'll do the same. 11:44 to go. You're in the second quarter. You're watching SCFA football live on SoCalCollegeSports.com. 1st and 17 after the timeout taken by Antelope Valley. Jerice Thomas in the slot. Ringo at the bottom of your screen. Holden in the backfield. Seem to be having an issue with the play clock here and getting it started on time. A conversation between Coach Jaleka and the lead official. .11:44 to go here in the second quarter. Get some scores from around the SCFA. In fact, let's get some scores from around the entire 3C2A. Riverside over Golden West earlier today, 24-6. So Riverside improves to 6-1. Golden West drops to 3-4 on the year. Back to battle we go. Schumann over the middle. Pass is nearly intercepted, broken up by D'Lo Smith. John Robinson with a near interception after the deflection. Citrus a winner over Victor Valley, 38-7. Butte over Siskiyous, 34-21. Foothill over College of the Redwoods, 45-27. American River over Sierra, 22-7. Both teams coming into that one 4-3. A surprise there because American River, runner-up in the NCFA a year ago versus San Mateo. Chaffee over Santa Ana in the South, 59-24. Chaffee, one of the top teams in the American Division, second and long. Make it second and even longer after a 3-yard loss on that play. As the handoff to Holden goes nowhere. Southwest, LA Southwest over at West LA, 17-14. Contra Costa over Los Medanos, 41-6. Fresno City over Sacramento, 27-3. No score between Southwestern and Grossmont. To final, Allen Hancock big over Santa Monica, 52-0. Other scores: San Bernardino up 14-0 over Mount San Jacinto. Mount San Jacinto also tops in the American Division, 6-0 on the year. And San Bernardino Valley thinking upset. That pass nearly dropped by Thomas, but then he's going to be tripped up. Shoelace tackle, but Thomas able to fall forward inside the 35-yard line. On third down, it's going to be 4th and double digits for the Roadrunners. They need the 20 there at the 34, so 4th and 14. And they are going to keep the offense out there. We look at the kicking game. Long of 42 on the year for Diego Martinez. Flag on the field. Could be a free play. This pass is complete near side. That's Ringo. Schumann, there was a flag that came in early, and you wonder if this was maybe again a free play. No offensive pass interference on that one. Let's see if we can get a replay on this one. And on the replay, just a beautiful ball thrown short. And they are picking on Jalen Purdue. What a throw by Noah Schumann. First and goal at the 5. Here comes the power package. Thwarted early on, gain of 2. Second and goal from the 3 coming up. Inside handoff, and this one again going to be thwarted. Power back in there. Garcia trying to carry it in. Garcia going nowhere. In fact, this is going to be a loss of 1 on the play, so back it up 1 to the 4-yard line. Could be a huge stand here for the defense of Antelope Valley. They've not allowed a point yet. Schumann back to pass, man over the middle. This pass is broken up. Purdue in coverage versus Ringo. That's terrific timing there by Jalen Purdue. So we'll see the replay. Schumann back to pass, and Purdue all over it. Did allow inside position, but able to break that one up. And here comes the field goal unit. And it will be Diego Martinez. Martinez. This one coming from 20. Kick is up. I think that was off. And indeed, it was missed. We remain scoreless, 8:32 to go in the second quarter. Antelope Valley comes away with a marginal victory. A lot of yardage between the 20s. But COD, averaging 36 a game on the year, have been held scoreless through almost a quarter and a half here. Week 8 SCFA football. Apologize. Some technical difficulties. Jaron Russell on the carry. 7-yard carry on the play. He's going to pick up a first down. It's like Russell again here. He's going to have a first up to the 31. I want to say only the third first down of the ball game for Antelope Valley, but they'll take it. Talked about their season of offensive futility. 60 points scored on the year. Working with a freshman quarterback, now working with a backup quarterback, Nathaniel Miles, coming into the year, having changed positions from last year from wide receiver to safety. Did play quarterback in high school, and he gets the nod here tonight in Week 8 of SCFA football for the Marauders. Russell again in the backfield, lost 2 on that play. 2nd and 12 now here for AVC. Nathaniel Miles in the short shotgun, 7:08 and counting here. Nathaniel Miles utilizing his own hard count. Hand off inside, no. Pass near side. Pass is complete. First down and just a little bit more. This one complete to Darren Logan. Logan to around the 45-yard line. That's exactly where they're going to spot it. They're going to move the chains. 4th first down of the first half. 2 on this drive alone. The Marauders moving the football here. See if they can give Luke Kaufman a break. In the punting game anyway. He's been terrific in that regard. Outside of the last shank. Other than that, he's been pretty good. Miles keeps it himself. He's tripped up. Shoelace tackle. This is made by Scott Arnold. Unfortunate too, because it looked like Nathaniel had some room on the near side to maybe buy some time, make a play down the field. McDonald in a pattern. But it is a sack. It's a loss of 5 on the play. 2nd and 15 for AVC. And Nathaniel Miles, a pretty good hard count. He's really making the defense move up front early. That pass batted down at the line of scrimmage. Looked like Daytona Jackson getting a hand on it. Highly touted prospect is Daytona Jackson from Union City, Ohio. Mississinawa Valley High School. Sophomore, 6'4", 270. That's a big boy. So third and a zip code here for the Marauders. 6 minutes to go. Clock stopped on the incompletion. Tom Gang says hello here up in the broadcast booth. Miles with some time, chucks it, pop flies it far side. Pass complete, intended. Looked like Robert Jenkins. Jenkins nearly had it. Looked like it hit him on the hands. See if we can see this on the replay here. Not a bad pass there by Nathaniel Miles. Really gave Jenkins a chance there, but Jenkins unable to come away with it in traffic. And Kaufman back on the punt. After a couple of first downs on this drive for AVC. Kaufman flying saucer. Low kick. But the coverage team right there. Really nothing doing for Roger Duget. Still no score. 5:44 to go. Second quarter. College of the Desert is going to take over. Canyons all over ELAC. 21-0 at home. Canyons starting their backup quarterback. Andrew Brito went out earlier in the season. Wyatt Egan gets the call for the undefeated College of the Canyon Cougars. San Bernardino Valley now up 21-0 on top of Mount San Jacinto. Now, Mount San Jacinto not going to go away. It's a team that knows how to put up points themselves, but right now they are on the road and in a world of hurt. Schumann setting up the bubble screen far side. This one going nowhere. And getting whipped around is Jerice Thomas. That's a nice tackle made by Daryl Doris. Doris with an interception already. In this one, we have an injured Marauder player on the field. Looks like maybe an ankle or a knee on the far side. I hate to see that. I believe this is going to be John Huntley. Training staff onto the field. Injury timeout. We will do the same. Back in a moment. And indeed, it is John Huntley that comes off of the field, not under his own power, favoring his left leg. And, of course, we send our well wishes to that young man. We play on. This play, after a modest gain of about 4. Take that 2. Up to the 34-yard line. Going to bring up third down. 3rd and 8 for College of the Desert. Schumann directing traffic. Dreiling Renteria in the backfield. Schumann under duress, steps up in the pocket, has a man over the middle. That pass is complete over the middle. This is going to be good for a first down. Like that was a tight end, Matthew Arias. Like he came off of the field hobbling himself. And indeed, unable to get off of the field under his own power. Let's see if we can see the replay here. Nope, unfortunately. Nice play made there by Matthew, and another injury timeout on this drive. Back in a moment. 4:44 to go in the second quarter, no score. Back to battle here in Lancaster, 4:35 and counting here in the second quarter. Schumann looking near side. Some contact made, and a late flag. Carry on Ringo, the intended target. And indeed, it did look like there was PI on that one. Just draped all over the receiver. The offending party, that was Tremel Knighton. Automatic first down, spot foul at the 41-yard line. In Marauder territory, 4:26 to go. Can COD maybe put some points on the board before the end of the half? We'll find out. This one's strung out, but nice gain on the cutback by Levi Holden. Holden near the first down marker. Will be just short. 9-yard carry on first down. Do you maybe think about taking a shot at the end zone right here if you're Noah Schumann? College of the Desert. Coached by Jack Steptoe. They go to Holden. Holden go nowhere. It was 2nd and 2. He'll fall forward for 1. Looks like they need the 31-yard line. He's going to be awfully close. They're going to mark it at the 32. So 3rd and short coming up. And this Marauder defense doing a pretty good job. At one point, do they start to wear down? Did allow a big play on the last offensive drive for COD that resulted in a 1st and goal from the 5, but they come away unscathed. I believe the defense did get back behind the line of scrimmage for that one. DeLon Smith in coverage, and that is a terrific job by D'Lo going to work on the far side. Again, Ringo, the intended target. We're going to see the replay here. Schumann again utilizing the hard count, thinking he has a free play, goes to the outside, and it's just a jump ball, and D'Lo all over it. And not in my watch. 4th and short, 4th and 1 for COD. Timeout on the field, 3:10 to go. Don't go anywhere. 4th and 1. Schumann, hands off. Renteria, spin move. Is he going to get the first down? He will have forward progress to the 30-yard line. A valiant effort by the defense, but all for naught. Unable to stop Renteria. We have an injured Marauder on the field. Looks like Raymond Womack comes away limping here. See if we can see where the injury happened. Womack falls to the turf, and you maybe wonder if either overextended or hyperextended the knee, or maybe he's cramping on the field. Of course, we hope he's okay. Another injury on this drive. It'll be 1st and 10 when we come back. And indeed, it did look like a cramping situation for Womack. 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line of the Marauders. College of the Desert looking for their first points of the night. We're scoreless, 2:50 to go in the second quarter. Week 8 SCFA football, a battle here in the American Mountain Division. College of the Desert, Antelope Valley. Schumann over the middle, has a man. This one is nearly picked off. It's going to hit the deck. And it looked, is that Nathaniel Miles? So Miles playing some Ironman football. Nearly with an INT, had a beat on it. He's unable to come away with it. Check that, that is not Nathaniel Miles, that's Keyshawn Young. Excuse me. Second and 10 for the Roadrunners. 2:33 to go. Stop clock after the incompletion. Schumann back to pass. Has Thomas in the flat. Flat with some room to run. Thomas still on his feet inside the 10-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal, Roadrunners, after that one. Nice job of pitch and catch between Thomas and Schumann. Thomas making a move to the inside, gets a couple of blocks, and Thomas all the way to the 9-yard line. Jerice Thomas having a big first half here for College of the Desert. Got some stats to you. At halftime, Steve Lynch will provide those for us. Hand off inside, Dryling Renteria. Down to the 6, maybe the 7. Looks like we maybe have some laundry on the field. And indeed we do. Well, this has been a first half that has been marred by penalties. A lot of laundry out here. Both teams with bagels on the scoreboard. COD looking to right that ship. First and goal from the 19-yard line for COD. Trips left. Looks like we have whistles on the field. Timeout. There's 2 on the play clock. It looked like they were going to get the play off. We'll get a word here. Again, having some difficulties with the referee's mic. Some miscommunication here on the field. Now they whistle it up, and here we go. Dryling Renteria in motion out of the flat. Wheel route. Dreiling Renteria all alone in the end zone. Schumann could not hook up. Unfortunate, too, because he was wide open. That's a terrific play design by College of the Desert. Let's see it again. They send Dreiling Renteria in motion. Two men run into each other for Antelope Valley, but Dreiling Renteria was a little bit late getting there to that ball as Schumann puts it out of his reach. 2nd and goal from the 19 now for College of the Desert. And the Marauders remain unscathed on the scoreboard for the time being. Schumann back to pass, man over the middle. This is Thomas. Thomas taken down after about a 7-yard gain to the 12-yard line from the 19. 3rd and goal from the 12 coming up. Give them 6. 3rd and goal from the 13, rather. Under a minute to go. We are in the 2nd quarter. No score from Lancaster. Antelope Valley hosting College of the Desert here on SoCalCollegeSports.com's triple header coverage of SCFA football. And do we have a timeout on the field, or having an issue again with the play clock and the game clock? College of the Desert going to take a timeout here. 2 timeouts remaining after this one is taken. Antelope Valley, no timeouts at their disposal. They've emptied the clip here in the first half. Timeout on the field. We'll do the same. Back in a moment. Third and goal from the 13-yard line. College of the Desert able to get it inside the 10. They were at the 9-yard line after a penalty and a play. 3rd and 13. What an effort by Ringo on the far side working on DeLon Smith. And Smith, better coverage than a play made. And here comes a kicking unit after the incompletion. 4th and goal from the 13. This is going to be a 30-yarder. Diego Martinez missed from 20 yards on his previous attempt. 4 of 7 on the field is Diego Martinez, or on the year. Kick is blocked. It's on the turf. Marauders unable to pick it up. Falls outside of the barrier, and the Marauders will have possession of the ball. See if we can see who got in there. Terrific special teams play made here by Antelope Valley. The first man there was Enzo Fantao Barker on the block. Well, I know Nathaniel Miles has a cannon. See if they take a couple deep shots here. Nope. They will elect to go in at the half scoreless. A little extracurricular back and forth in the trenches. And we will go in at the half. No score here in Lancaster, Antelope Valley and College of the Desert. Getting ready to start the second half here from Lancaster. Mike Cepeda along with Jorge Cepeda. Steve Lynch on stats here tonight. Antelope Valley and College of the Desert, no score. Triple header coverage of SCFA football, week 8 in the Southern California Football Association. College of the Desert and Antelope Valley, ELAC at College of the Canyons, and Moore Park getting thumped by Ventura right now. Remember, everybody, be sure to check out our website, www.socalcollegesports.com. Also on our YouTube channel, SoCal College Sports 1. And hit us up on Twitter at SoCal College SPO. Jeff starting off with the call at Ventura, along with Ryan Wilmore, Jesse Munoz, Barry McKeever at College of the Canyons. Watch that right now on our YouTube channel. You have a console with a YouTube app. You have a smartphone, tablet, PC. SoCal College Sports 1. You can upscale this broadcast to 4K. Take advantage of that. Second half coming your way from Lancaster in a couple minutes. And we head into the third quarter here on SoCalCollegeSports.com's coverage of AVC football live from Lancaster. College of the Desert will be kicking off here. Antelope Valley did win the opening toss and they deferred. We are underway here in the third quarter. This is a pretty nice return here from Tyler Presley. Presley's going to take it to about the 31-yard line. And let's see if the Marauders can get something going here on offense to start the second half. Nathaniel Miles, again, will come out. Got the start here tonight, the second QB of the season to get the start for the Marauders. Of course, he is starting in place of Brian Adams. Adams lost for the season a week ago. We've seen Miles flash a pretty big arm at times. Keeps himself right there, and well, that one a little bit too much arm intended for Paris Jones, and Jones with a lot of room to run on the outside, but unfortunately unable to find his mark was Nathaniel Miles. 2nd and 10 coming up. Nathaniel in the shotgun. Got to be careful about blitzing a quarterback that's as athletic as Nathaniel Miles is, because he can make you hurt in the run game. Takes a big hit there for a 2-yard gain. 3rd and 8 here coming up for AVC. Some stats here for you. 11 first downs in the first half for College of the Desert. Only 3 for Antelope Valley, but no points to show for it, as College of the Desert missed a 20-yard and a 30-yard field goal in that first half. Diego Martinez off the mark on both attempts. We are scoreless through 2 quarters. 3rd and 8. Miles down the middle, has a man. Pass is broken up beautifully by Derwin Johnson. That ball underthrown, intended for Jalen Miller. We'll see the replay here. I thought Miles did a pretty good job of getting that ball out, but he does leave it a little bit short. That ball is a little bit more over the top. You give Miller a chance. Instead, it's 4th down. Here comes Luke Kaufman. Kaufman punts it away. This is a beauty. Going to take a nice marauder bounce inside the 20. Well, they're going to say that Roger Duget touched the football. The Marauders are saying that. So look at the replay here. As Duget runs away from it. No, he did not touch the football. So they'll down the ball at the 20-yard line, and it's where the Roadrunners are going to go to work. Holden in the backfield, along with Noah Schumann. $13:54 to go here in the third quarter. Schumann, 1st and 10, COD. To really like the command of the game that Noah Schumann seems to have. Really does a good job of utilizing a hard count. Holden going nowhere. I'll be bottled up. A lot going on here. Both players turning. Modest gain of 1 yard. 2nd and 9 now coming up. And we'll get some scores from around the SCFA shortly out to you. Schumann in the shotgun, looking to his left, has a man, has the pass complete. This is Thomas. Thomas spins out of a tackle, and he'll be short of the 1st down marker. They'll have him down at the 27-yard line. He needs the 30, 3rd and 3 now for the Roadrunners. In that first half, it was Thomas doing a lot of the work, a lot of the heavy lifting offensively. 7 catches for 86 yards. Tyler Burton, 4 catches for 23 yards. Kerryon Ringo, 3 catches for 58 yards, and Matthew Arias came off after an injury. 1 catch for 10 yards. Holden up the middle. He is going to be very close to the 6, and I think he is going to fall forward for the 1st down. They are going to move the chains. He needed the 30. He gets the 30 and a new set of downs. In fact, he'll fall forward to the 31-yard line. 12th 1st down of the ball game now for College of the Desert. Schumann out to Holden. Holden wrapped up quickly. He'll be tackled for a loss. That's a terrific job by Enzo Fantao Barker. See that terrific play diagnosis here by Fantao Barker. He's right there with his man step for step. It's a great job by Barker, not picking up a penalty. Could have easily dragged his man to the ground. We've seen that in years past, in games past, for AVC. Good discipline. 2nd and long. It's going to be 2nd and 13 to be exact. Having an issue with the clock. They'll get it sorted out shortly. Schumann down the middle. Has a man. That pass is incomplete. Intended for Ringo. He's covered by the other number 3, DeLon Smith. D-Lo going to work. 3rd and long coming up. 12 minutes and counting here in the 3rd quarter. line of scrimmage is back to the 29-yard line in COD territory. It should be 3rd and 12. Cameron Lucas in the slot. They send Thomas in motion. We have a flag here. This is going to be a full start going the other way. So make it 3rd and 17. Offensively for the Marauders, only 3 first downs. In terms of total offense, only 54 yards on 19 plays. 46 plays for 206 yards for COD. Both teams, nothing to show for it on the scoreboard. Marauders really have not had their chances coming into this ball game, having only scored 60 points on the season. But the defense holding strong. Thomas near side. Pass is intercepted. Second INT of the night. They've been picking on Jalen Purdue, and Purdue makes him pay on that one. Schumann lets loose, looking for his big target. And Purdue taking advantage. It'll be 1st and 10 Marauders at their own 44. And might that spark the offense as we remain scoreless, 11:38 to go in the 3rd quarter. Bell finds a hole, turns it upfield, still on his feet, past the 40-yard line, near the 35. "20-yard gain on the play for Tony Bell. Biggest offensive play of the night for the Marauders. Crowd starting to get fired up here in Lancaster. Handoff again. Bell over left tackle one more time. Less yardage this time. Still a positive play. Haven't seen a lot of those here tonight for the Marauders. They'll take it. Looks like a pickup of 3 up to the 20. Check that, the 33-yard line. From the 36, and we have an injured College of the Desert Roadrunner on the field. Looks like Alessandro Hamilton is down. Violent collision there. They are looking at the right knee of Alessandro Hamilton. Injury timeout. We'll take timeout ourselves. Back in a moment. Hamilton will limp off on his own power. Aided by the training staff, and they're checking out that right knee, and you hope he's okay. Big collision on that last play. 2nd and 7 now after a 3-yard gain from Tony Bell. Bell at the half only had 8 yards. He's already tripled that here. Whistles on the field. Flag on the field. 5 yards going the other way on the field for AVC. The margin for error for AVC offensively is just not very high. They need to be quick, they need to be efficient, and they need to be smart, and they have to execute. Miles to Bell. Bell up the middle. Bell's not getting much. Some back and forth between Jonathan Avila Burgueño and Hercules Baloaga. Under 10 to go here in the third quarter. It's third and long. Third and 13. See if you can give Kaufman a chance here. Maybe get to the 30-yard line. Miles. That pass incomplete on the far side. Pass intended for Derek McDonald. McDonald trying to set up the screen was Jalen Miller and Paris Jones. Nothing there, and Kaufman's going to come out, presumably to punt it away. This would be a 56-yarder. Indeed. Looks like the punt formation will come into effect here. UJ back to receive. High snap. Kaufman, a good job of corralling it. This one's going to go over the head of Duget, and while the pressure was there, it really affected Kaufman, and Kaufman unable to keep it out of the end zone. The Roadrunners are going to take over. Roadrunners going to take over at their own 20. No score. Antelope Valley and College of the Desert. Anyone's ball game at this point. 9:34 to go in the third quarter. Four wide. Schumann. Back to pass with a little bit of time. Throws it. Smith in coverage. There's going to be illegal contact downfield. I think they're going to say that DeLon Smith did not allow the receiver a free path to the ball. That he made contact before the point of attack. Yeah, PI with the ball in the air. It's going to be an automatic first down. I thought D'Lo Smith does get his head around, but they're both not making a play on the ball. And while the ball is in the air, contact made, and if that's the rule, well, that's the rule. Smith saying, hey, I had my head turned around. I don't know if he had his head turned around when he made contact. It was maybe he turned his head around after he made contact with the receiver. Dreiling Renteria for 2 yards. Up from the 35 to the 37. 2nd and 8. 9-12 and counting here. Schumann in a power set, offset eye. Sends a man in motion. Schumann trying to set it up for Thomas. Thomas has a reception. He's going to be tackled quickly. That's a great job near side by Jalen Purdue fighting through that screen. Womack and Purdue on the stop. Let's see that again. They send Burton in motion. Burton trying to set up the screen. Womack first there along with Purdue, and that's just a great job defensively. Coming up on the 8-minute mark here in the third quarter. Like a pistol formation. Over the middle, this is Thomas. Thomas on his feet at the sticks. Ball's on the deck. They're going to say that Thomas was down. Thomas gets popped at the end there. The ball does squirt loose. Injured player, I think, is Thomas on the field. Let's see that again here. Yeah, the ball is out, but after Thomas had hit the deck. And Thomas still on the turf. Had two players fall on top of him. He is still down. Injury timeout. Jerice Thomas helped off of the field, comes off under his own power, but obviously shaken up after that play. That would be a big blow offensively for this high-octane, or would-be high-octane offense for COD. Schumann going long, looking for carry-on Ringo. Ringo with the reception. Well, so much for not having any high-octane in the offense after you lose your big play receiver. Enter carry-on Ringo. Schumann rolling to his left, buying some time, gets away from the defender and puts it in a breadbasket where only his man can get it, right in between two defenders. What a play. Schumann, pump fake, and he's going to be gobbled up. Great job defensively and a good response by Julian Cueto. Cueto gets there in a hurry. It almost comes off untouched. No, just a sidestep and quickly on the quarterback. It's a 7-yard loss on the play, 2nd and 17. And not a lot of meat of the field to work with here. It gets harder for the offense to make a play. Here comes a delayed blitz, pass over the top, and this might be a touchdown, and it is on the far side. Pass is complete. Dreiling Renteria on the reception. And another wheel route, and the wheel route has been a problem here for the defense to pick up. As coming over late was Darrell Doris. Doris with an interception earlier today. 2 interceptions on the night for Schumann, but finally somebody onto the board. Kick is up. No good. So the score remains 6-0. .23-yard field goal, or 23-yard pitch and catch from Schumann to Dreiling Renteria. And finally somebody on the board. COD strikes first blood. Back in a moment. Six to nothing after the hookup from Schumann to Dreiling Renteria, sophomore running back from Denver, Colorado. Squib kick. Fielded early. This is DeLon Smith, and Smith, shoestring tackle past the 45-yard line. That's where they will mark him down, and DeLon Smith nearly broke it to respond after the first points of the night had been scored by COD. See Smith pretty good in the open field and tripped up. Touchdown saving tackle made by Roger Dugier. Short shotgun from Nathaniel Miles. Gives off to Tony Bell, but Bell going nowhere. And COD has strategically stacked the box here. They want to make Nathaniel Miles beat them with his arm, and frankly, I don't know if he can. You know, he can beat you with his feet. It's all about running discipline defensively. Bunch of run blitzes. Miles looking for a man in the flat. Pass intended for Darren Logan in the area. This will not be intentional grounding. But 3rd and long coming again. Defense really bringing the pressure here. (21-9). Meanwhile, COC and Golden West. ELAC. Miles getting away from pressure, still on his feet. He has a hole up the middle, might have a first down. He's near the marker. He's going to be at the 35-yard line. Nathaniel Miles making a play. Fourth and 1, they're going to go for it. Option no, Miles is going to keep it himself. He is not going to get there. He's going to be stopped short, and it's a win for the COD defense as 4th and 1 is denied. It was the option. Miles chooses wrong. He had possible pitch to Tony Bell that was pretty well played by the defense, and turnover on downs. Defense back out onto the field. Schumann and company will take over here at their own 35-yard line. Best drive offensively of the night for the Marauders, but they come up just short on 4th and 1. That pass complete over the middle, and a lot of green in front of Tyler Burton. Burton all the way down inside the 25-yard line to the 24. (41-yard hookup from Schumann to Tyler Burton. .431 to go in the third quarter. And COD just like that in business, looking for Ringo. Ringo guarded by DeLon Smith. A battle of number 3s. The Burgundy wins this one. Hand off inside. We'll go again to Dreiling Renteria. Renteria, remember, had the touchdown earlier. Daryl Doris, the first man there. Check that. That was Holden on the carry. Excuse me. Schumann again inducing a free play. Outside pass, not caught. Sharice Thomas back into the ball game. And just received word the Dodgers through to the World Series. They will take on the Red Sox. I'm sure MLB certainly happy about that result. 3rd and 2 now. Marauders with an opportunity to get off the field. Flags on the field. They're going to have encroachment. Okay, so yeah, indeed. Contact with an offensive player in the neutral zone results in a first down on 3rd and 2. So another missed opportunity for the defense to potentially get off the field. Spinning, still going. It's College of the Desert. A lot of bodies flying around in the trenches. Dreiling Renteria again losing his shoe in the scuffle. Bellinger and Puig going deep tonight for the Dodgers. A 2-run shot, a 3-run shot, respectively. Last I saw it was 5-1. I believe that's where the score currently is. Excuse me, they're at the end of 8. Schumann completes to Thomas outside. Thomas looking to lower his head, looking for the sticks. He's going to have forward progress near the first down marker. He's going to be about a yard short. He needs the 1-yard line. I think they're going to mark him down at the 2. Make it the 3. So 3rd and 2, they can still pick up a first down. Can COD before getting into the end zone. You suspect this could be 4-down territory, because the kicking game hasn't exactly been stellar here tonight. If you're College of the Desert, 0 for 3, over 2 rather, including a missed extra point. Schumann throws a fade to the end zone, and it's a touchdown. On the receiving end, it was Scott Arnold, defensive lineman, coming in with the heavy package, a la J.J. Watt. And this is an easy pitch and catch. They fake heavy. Massive power package. Arnold shakes free, and he's in for 6. Looks like they're going to go for 2. Schumann rolling. Has a man in the flat. This pass is complete, but it stopped short of the line of gain, which was the goal line. And taking a massive hit was Ricardo Tong. And Tong still on the turf, and there was a flag thrown on the field. And you suspect this might be an unsportsmanlike dead ball foul assessed on the kickoff. This is one heck of a job on the outside. terms of the tackle by Raymond Womack, but you got to figure that Womack or somebody in Burgundy said something not very friendly or not very sportsmanlike. The official threw a flag. And I think they're pointing at Keyshawn Young. So 12-0. Two-score ball game, and based on the offensive struggles here tonight and for much of this season for Antelope Valley, 12 points on the board for COD represents 20% of this overall offense having been scored on the season for Antelope Valley. 2:03 remaining in the third quarter. You're watching SCFA Football Week 8 here on SoCal College Sports. The Marauders going to take over at their own 25-yard line. Nathaniel Miles will go back to work. Fakes a handoff to Tony Bell. He's going to be gobbled up by the Roadrunners. First man there, Daytona Jackson, diagnoses that play perfectly. Miles hands off inside to Bell. Bell, not much. COD plays her cards right. It's going to be an easy win here in Week 8. Miles rolling to his left, under duress, gets away from two would-be tacklers, getting a block on the near side. Paris Jones still blocking for him even after the play. Up back to the 20-yard line is Nathaniel Miles, but problem is they needed the 35 for first. So here comes Luke Kaufman and company, the punting unit for AVC. The clock continues to wind here towards the end of the third quarter. Roger UJ back to receive it. High punt. UJ signals for a fair catch, but takes a friendly COD bounce, and alertly sending that one forward was Iman Lawoye. 24-9 in the third quarter between COC and ELAC. Moore Park at Ventura. Last we checked, Ventura up big in that one. Big showdown next week. Only one game on the docket in Week 9 for the SCFA for SoCal College Sports, and that is Ventura and College of the Canyons, a battle in the north. And no, not the Game of Thrones kind, the SCFA kind. National Northern Conference. Holden be tackled for a loss. Looks like he lost one. And that'll take us to the fourth quarter. 12-0. COD on top of AVC. You're watching SCFA football on SoCal College Sports. We head into the fourth quarter, 12-0. COD on top of AVC, and the Roadrunners churning on as Dreiling Renteria up ahead for a 10-yard gain and a first down on 2nd and 10. We'll move the chains head to the 46-yard line of the Roadrunners. Split backs, Holden to the left. Dreiling Renteria to the right. Goes to Dreiling Renteria. He'll have a couple yards. 2nd and 8 now coming. Well, no shortage of effort here tonight defensively for the Marauders. They have held a team that averages 36 a game on the season. It's a team that has also put up 69 in a win earlier this year versus Santa Monica. And why is that number important coming into this ball game? And still, AVC only was 60 points offensively on the season. Passes complete on the far side to Thomas. Therese Thomas is going to be short. He has the 45-yard line, needs the 44 for first. It'll be 3rd and short. So the defense has done their part, but the offense has continued to struggle. Remember, they lost the opening day starter Brian Adams, freshman QB, to injury last week. Nathaniel Miles getting the start this evening, and it has been a struggle. Saw Broswell in there for a couple series, but just tough sledding. COD stacking the box smartly. Well, the timeout taken on the field by COD. I want to remind everybody, want our schedule here on SoCal College Sports in your inbox every week? Sign up at www.socalcollegesports.get-notifications and a backslash. And you can catch every game that we have coverage of on SoCal College Sports, especially on our YouTube channel. Be sure to check that out as well. SoCal College Sports 1. Hit us up at SoCal College SPO on Twitter. And, of course, the website, www.socalcollegesports.com. .07 to go here in the fourth quarter. And that play, let's see where they stop it. They're going to mark that short. Needed the 44. The initial mark, still the 45. And this is going to bring up 4th and 1. And we see the heavy package come in again as Scott Arnold, defensive lineman, will come into play. Remember, he caught the recent touchdown for COD. At the half, Pasadena sitting on top of L.A. Pierce. And L.A. Pierce's homecoming game, 26-20, 36-21. Cerritos on top of San Diego Mesa. There in the third quarter, 31-21. El Camino on top of Mount Sac, 55-0 at the half. Ventura on top of Moore Park. Santa Barbara on top of L.A. Harbor, 14-10. Canyons, 24-9 over ELAC, 42-21. There in the third quarter. Mount San Jacinto starting to show some fight, but maybe a little too late. 42-6. LA Valley on top of Compton at the half as well. 22-17. It's a final. Bakersfield over Long Beach. Allen Hancock big over Santa Monica earlier today, 52-0. Southwestern over Grossmont, 37-20. Santa Ana goes down to Chaffee, 59-24. LA Southwest in a nail biter. They come from behind in a 17-14 victory at West LA. 38-7. Victor Valley goes down to Citrus. And Riverside, the top team in the SCFA, 24-6 over Golden West earlier today. 12:28 to go in this one, 12-0. COD on top of AVC, and they have the ball right now. It's 4th and 1. The heavy package is in. COD will go to work. That's early movement by Dreiling Renteria. They were going to send him in motion, and some indecision there. Didn't know what he wanted to do, didn't know where he was going, didn't know his assignment. Dreiling Renteria is going to cost the team 5 yards, and likely going to see the punting unit coming out as a result. Jones going to come onto the field. Oh, you were just gifted 5 yards. Is Schumann still out there? I don't think the punting unit is out there. Indeed, Schumann's still out. So they are going to go for it on 4th and 6, up 12-0 in the fourth quarter. The blitz coming from the outside. Thomas will have the first down and a little more up to the 40-yard line. He needed the 44. He gets the 40, and it's a new set of downs for the Desert. Well, AVC had a couple of timeouts to use, and I wonder if Coach Juleka is maybe thinking he could have used one right there to settle down his defense. He had a blitz drawn up. It's a good job by Schumann getting the ball out. And there's a flag on the field, dead ball foul. Looked like a Marauder player was in the ear of an official. Didn't like what he heard, and we're going the other way. 15 yards, it looks like. So the avalanche of miscues continues here for AVC. College of the Desert. Not that they needed any help, but they're going to get some. And you just have to be more disciplined than that. This is still a gettable ball game, 12-02. You know, you get a couple tip balls your way, maybe you get a pick six or something going in your favor. We have Schumann going to the sideline, going to eat a little clock here. 12:02 to go in the fourth quarter. $110 yards in penalties for AVC, 81 yards in penalties for COD. Have a discussion on the field, miscommunication. Seen a lot of that tonight, not only between the teams and the offenses and the defenses, but between the referees as well. Perhaps maybe that's what the frustration boiled over as a result of. From Antelope Valley in the ear of an official, he was not having any of it. Quick to pull the flag, and well, obviously we're not down there. We don't have a mic down there to determine what was said, but probably a couple four letters in there that are a no-no. COD looking to pad their lead. They lead at 12-0. We're in the fourth quarter. 11:50 to go. Schumann in the shotgun, Holden to his left. Holden gets the carry up the middle, cuts it back to his left, runs over a Marauder defender, and then will be swallowed up. On the receiving end of that one was John Robinson. Keyshawn Young on the stop. Not before Robinson got bulldozed. 2nd and 5 from the 20. As COD looks to salt this one away. Schumann again in the shotgun. Holden is the back. Play clock getting down to 0. Schumann's going to have to burn a timeout here. The second timeout charged in the second half for COD. 10:54 rather to go. Here in the fourth, you are watching SCFA football week 8 on SoCal College Sports. AVC showing blitz. Schumann back to pass over the middle of the field. Pass is dropped, intended for Thomas. Pass thrown a little and check that Ringo, the intended target, over the middle of the field. It's a good job by the defensive front getting pressure on Schumann. So delayed blitz coming up the middle disrupts that play. Schumann moves Holden over to his right. 3 receivers to the left. Schumann back to pass. Looking over the middle. This one intended for Ringo on his hands, and he had a step on Jalen Purdue. And luckily for the Marauders, that one falls incomplete. It's going to bring up 4th and 5. Probably 4th down territory again. Long on the season, I believe, is 43 for Diego Martinez. He's 0 for tonight. 10:45 to go as the clock stops on the incompletion, so 4th and 5 coming up. Well, you can't really replace live game reps. I mean, do you maybe at some point think, the reps for Martinez right now would serve the team better? And another timeout going to be taken, it looks like, by COD. And that is their final timeout in the fourth, or in the second half, rather. So no timeouts remaining for them. 10:45 to go. Back in a moment. Fourth and 5. Schumann again in the shotgun. Couple of incompletions after a 5-yard carry on first down. Schumann going to go to work, looking over the middle. This pass is intercepted. Intercepted on the far side. That's a nice play. It looked like a one-hander by Kobe Jackson. And check that, not Kobe Jackson. That was Elijah Campbell, and Campbell comes away with it. Some pretty good hands there by Campbell. Campbell running away from it. Takes it past the 25-yard line. And the Marauders will take over. Game's not over. A lot of football to be played. 10:36 to go. We're in the fourth. Marauders still with a couple timeouts here. And let's see if they can get something going offensively, as Bell will take it ahead for a 4-yard gain on first down. They'll give them 3. And I was premature in my celebration earlier. I was just foreshadowing Dodgers now through to the World Series. They will take on the Red Sox. Miles looking for some room, has some room on the near side, and will take it past the 35-yard line. Okay, they're going to take it up to the 34. He needs the 42 for first. They need the 37, excuse me. They're at the 34. 3rd and 3 for the Marauders. They need something here on this drive. They need to get a first. Late flag at the end of this play. This is maybe in the area where you might suspect either a hold or a face mask. And let's see if you're an AVC faithful. Oh. The bad news is it's going back. So 3rd and 3 is now going to become 3rd and 13. 9:45 to go. Yeah, I'm surprised with the speed that you have on the outside and some of the receivers, especially with the likes of Paris Jones. Jones really a dynamic playmaker. I'm surprised that they don't maybe fake a couple jet sweeps to move the defense one way and get them going another. Miles over the middle, pass complete. This is McDonald. Check that. That was Jalen Miller. Excuse me. And a rare first down for the Marauder offense on 3rd and a mile. And they get a 1.5 miles. New set of downs at their own 41. Miles, bad snap out of the shotgun, has to fall on it, eat the football. 2-yard loss on the play. Back to the 40. .8:45 and counting after the botch play. 2nd and 12 for Nathaniel Miles. Nathaniel, a lot of time. Gets away from it. Flag on the field, likely going to be a hold. McDonald has this pass intercepted. Miles throws into the hands of Jerry Kinney. We talked about the size on the outside for Jerry Kinney, 6'4". As a defensive back, 6'4", 185 freshman. And you have to wonder what colleges are going to be knocking on his door at some point. Ball intercepted at the 20-yard line. So this essentially serves as a punt. Missed opportunity. For the Marauders, as they seem to maybe garner a pulse. Instead, they give it right back to COD, and COD with an opportunity to eat some clock up with a 12-point lead in the 4th. Handoff will go to Dreiling Renteria. Renteria will be thrown to the turf with emphasis by Darrell Doris. Doris and Parker in on the tackle. Pickup of 2 on the play, 2nd and 8. What do you do here if you're AVC? You're hoping for COD to shoot themselves in the foot. They've been pretty good here. Their defense is held pretty strong as well. I mean, it's been a defensive battle. AVC's done their part defensively. Offensively, it's been a struggle, and we expected that coming in. 3rd and 4 coming up. Schumann's been pretty good when he needs to be. Really like his composure at the quarterback position. You have to figure 4-year schools are going to be calling his number at some point if they aren't already. Holden from the right now to the left in the shotgun of Noah Schumann. 3rd and 4. That pass batted at the line by John Robinson. 6:50 to go. It's going to be 4th down. Here comes the punting unit. Let's see if we can get a nice play on special teams for the Marauders as Paris Jones comes onto the field. Manguia will come on to kick this one away for COD. And when I say COD, not Call of Duty. College of the Desert. On top of the Marauders here of Antelope Valley College. 12-0. Kick is away. It's high. It's good. And Jones does not fair catch for it. Trying to elude tacklers, and he's not going to be able to get anything going in the return game here. He'll be down at the 33-yard line, and that's where the Marauders will take over. And we will see Deshaun Boswell come in at QB. And can he perhaps spark this offense? Miles has had a couple of pretty good throws. But for the couple of pretty good throws that he's had, he's been largely ineffective at the position. Broswell throws it outside, near side. Paris Jones. Jones, stutter step, cuts it back, outside, up to the 40-yard line. At this point, you'll take any positive play for the Marauders. See if they can put a drive together. This is only a 2-score ball game. It's not out of reach yet. Bell up the middle, has some blocking. Bell past midfield, up ahead to the 42. 1st down and then some for the Marauders. Move the chains. Tony Bell flashing some speed. Gets aided by a nice block on the near side. The Marauders in the hurry up. Broswell has it. Pass is complete. Far side. This is Miller. Miller with another 7-yard gain on 1st down. 2nd and 3 coming up. The defense starting to huff and puff here in the 4th for COD. Tough to substitute when the offense is in the hurry up. Broswell with some touch passes to the outside has been effective. Off to Tony Bell on the inside. Bell's going to have a 1st down and a little bit more up to the 29-yard line. Move the chains one more time. Well, it's Nathaniel Miles who's flashed a pretty good cannon. The only problem is those cannon arm throws on those short passes have really been off the mark. Broswell has not been off the mark. We see it right here. Paris Jones with some room around the defender inside the 15 down to the 10-yard line. Let's see where they mark him out. They'll say he's out at the 14, and Jones with another 1st down. 3 consecutive 1st downs on this drive alone here in the 4th. And Antelope Valley moving this football. 5 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. The Marauders down by 2 scores. A better kicking game than COD. COD largely ineffective. Will have flags on the field. Miscommunication between the center and the backup QB. Broswell letting his center know about it. Penalty will stop the clock momentarily with 4:53 to go. Now they wind it down. 1st and 15. They need the 4-yard line for 1st. Broswell looking for the end zone. Has a man. There's some contact there. That pass nearly caught. Is that Clifton Jordan? No, Tyler Presley nearly hauls that one in. Some contact made on the near side. Incidental. Be 2nd and 15. We have another hold back it up 10. From the 24, make it, check that, from the 19 rather. No, there. Mark it back to the 34-yard line. Roswell on first down. Under duress, making several COD players miss. Big block made by the offensive lineman, a crackback block made by Jacob Smith. College of the Desert player still down. See if we can see this on the replay here. Just a massive block by Smith. You know, it's one heck of a collision, but I don't think they're going to get him for the block. It's the extracurricular after the block by Jacob Smith. Obviously a big play, but you can't celebrate when there's an injured player after that type of block on the field. Flags all over the place. Multiple positions on the field. Was there maybe something from the opposite side said, or maybe some physical altercation that's going to maybe offset this? It's first and a zip code as it stands right now. Well, they're walking it back from the 37. And they will walk it back to the 48-yard line now in Marauder territory. Well, how about this? The Marauders had it at the 14-yard line of COD, and now after several penalties have it backed up all the way to Marauder territory. And Coach Jalika wants an explanation. Big block coming back by Jacob Smith. You really like the effort that he puts into that play. Protecting his quarterback. But the celebration after a big hit like that is what drew the flag. And unfortunately, in the heat of battle, you just have to be smarter about it. So if my math is correct, it's first and 48. First and 47. Wow. Don't know if I've ever seen this. I'm sure it's not a record. I'm sure there's been worse. Roswell rolling to his right. Another flag. Back it up more. And a flag in the secondary. And is this maybe going to go against Jonathan Avila Burgueño? Because he had something to say for Jacob Smith. Smith, remember, was the player who put the big block on a COD player. And it's just something that's going to offset. Just loads of laundry here in the fourth quarter. 4:08 to go, meanwhile. 12-0 COD on top of AVC. We have a hold, the initial call, and that's going to be the only call. Still first down. Make it first and 57. And the wheels continue to fall off here. They set up the screen. This pass is deflected. They're saying that this is a backward pass. They're saying this is a backward pass. Let's see if we can get a replay of it here. I think that's the correct call. The official is walking back towards the end zone saying, hey, I have not blown the whistle. This ball is live. And finally, a COD alertly ends up on top of the football. We're going to have a meeting amongst the Zebras. And the replay, I think, does conclude that the ball was thrown, a backward pass intended for Tony Bell out of the backfield. Obviously, this is going to be a judgment call. Just heard from the head referee that Antelope Valley's decided to replay the down. I don't know if I've ever seen that. On replay, it looks like it was a backwards pass that was deflected, should have been ruled a fumble, and it was fallen on top of by a COD player. This is a break for the Marauders. Let's see if they can take advantage. No, it's going to be early movement for AVC, and the wheels have really fallen off. In fact, I don't even know if there are any wheels. It's a boat on a freeway. And it's owned by the AVC Marauders. Offense in incredible disarray. We have the backup to the backup in. Nearly into the ball game for the Marauders. Hercules Valawaga in the middle at guard. Roswell rolling to his right, looking down the field, trying to buy some time. Cuts back, has a lot of green in front of him. Roswell up past the 14. The ball is out. Alertly batted back by Jalen Miller. Tony Bell falls on top of it. A huge hit on Broswell, and Broswell is smarting on the turf. Oh, my goodness. Let's watch this play here as Broswell does an excellent job, incredible individual effort, but then he is leveled and really shaken up on this play. Broswell still down on the turf. Miles going to come in back at QB, and to that type of a collision where he was taken down low and up high, you can only hope that he's okay. Maybe just got the wind knocked out of him. Physical game here in the fourth. 3:02 remaining, 12-0 COD. Broswell still down. And Deshaun Boswell. Just hope he's okay. And it does look like he did have the wind knocked out of him. I mean, he takes one heck of a hit. He is holding his left arm at his side, and maybe wonder if maybe something got jammed up. And Nathaniel Miles is going to come back into the ballgame. At QB, under 3 minutes to go as the clock continues to wind now here. 2nd and 52, meanwhile. Nathaniel Miles looking down the field, has a man. That one's thrown well out of bounds. Intended for Miller. We have another flag on the field? No. 3rd and 52 now. being told 168 yards of total offense on the night for AVC. They have 170 yards plus of penalty yardage. It's just not going to get it done. Tony Bell, big carry up the middle, still on his feet, past the 40-yard line of COD. He'll be brought down at the 39-yard line. He needs the 4-4 first, and this is going to be fourth and another mile here. Fourth and 35. At this point, it's going to be a Hail Mary. See if Miles can buy some time, get one into the end zone. Looking for McDonald. It's your big target. Bell thrown to the turf. Picks up another block. Miles to the end zone. Pass is incomplete. In fact, it's intercepted, but the ball sailing out of bounds. It's picked off again by Jerry Kinney. Kinney, very impressive here tonight in coverage for College of the Desert. 2:02 remaining. This one all but over. Still 55-0 at the half between Ventura and Moore Mount Sac now with a lead going into the fourth quarter, 41-38. We're down to El Camino for much of that one. Storm back in that contest at Covina District Field. Cerritos on top of San Diego Mesa, big 50-21 there in the fourth. Dreiling Renteria turns forward for gain of 1. Pasadena up by 6 on top of L.A. Pierce, 36-30 there in the third quarter. Santa Barbara on top of L.A. Harbor still, 14-10 there in the fourth. 31-9, ELAC. Trailing Canyons, 42-28. San Bernardino Valley at the start of the fourth quarter over Mount San Jacinto, trying to get Mount San Jac out of the ranks of the undefeated. Hand off again to Dreiling Renteria. Well, just run a couple plays here and it should do it. Antelope Valley had 60 points scored on the entire season. That number will remain at 60. Heading into week 9. Speaking of Mount San Jacinto, AVC will travel to Mount San Jac next week for a 1 p.m. kickoff time in week 9. AVC will drop to 2-5. COD will move to 3-4 here in 2018. That will do it for our coverage here on SoCalCollegeSports.com as it officially becomes a final. 12-0. COD a winner over Antelope Valley. Thank you so very much for watching, everybody. For everyone here at Antelope Valley, Tom Gang, Athletic Director, Perry Jaleka, Head Football Coach for the Marauders, Jorge Zepeda, Steve Lynch on stats here tonight. The entire crew here at SoCalCollegeSports.com, Matthew Henson on graphics and production. Thank you so much again for watching. We'll see you next week, Ventura and COC in week 9.